Now, if you are a fan of movies, but you don't like the political stuff in your movies, The Hunt is not for you. If you are a political person and you don't like The Hunt, stay away. If you are a person that likes horror thriller movie and you like some political stuff, The Hunt is for you. It's about a group of high income progressive people who kidnap working class people with conservative political views to hunt them for sport. It's a political divide between American left and the right. So it came out in 2020. I think it was delayed at least a couple times due to mass shootings. So I saw this movie on Amazon Prime Video, well, on Fire TV. What was it? Revi? That's how you pronounce it. It's an average movie. You know, I like the fight scenes between the two ladies. It put The Last of Us Part 2, Abby versus Ellie, to shame. That's all I'm gonna say. You need to watch. Anyway, The Hunt was released in theaters in United States on March 13th, 2020 by Universal Pictures and received mixed reviews from critics. So you can read the rest of it on wikipedia.org. The Summerfest Games kind of reminds me a little bit of E3 without the fluff, the bull jive, theatrics stuff that you see in past E3 events. If you take away that the pandemic years, we're still going through it right now. Summerfest Games is strictly video games, gameplay. I mean, it's awesome. So there are games that had me interested. One is the Castillo Protocol. It's supposed to come out later this year. It has that Dead Space vibe to it, and I'm loving it. And Street Fighter 6, that is a game that it came out of nowhere. I don't think anybody expect that. So you have the classic controls and you have the modern controls input, and there are people in the fighting game community, they're a little divided about that. Some people love it, some people like it, some people in the middle, others don't like it, and others just flat out hate it. So let me address those groups of people for a minute. It's not that bad. You have a choice. No one is forcing you to play the modern, like I said, choice. Now, it's no different than Mortal Kombat or Injustice games where you have that simple modern input controls, okay? I just hope Street Fighter 6 is the best Street Fighter game since 4, okay? I don't want to see Street Fighter 6 have a repeat of 5, come out lightweight content. Everybody is mad at Capcom and Dips because they came out with no single player story mode, all this other stuff. No, they got to come out full package, everything out the box, ready to go. You know what I mean? If you can do that for Street Fighter 4, you can do it with Street Fighter 6. Let's go, Capcom. Time is money. And I want to see Fei Long, and I'm gonna say it again. I want to see Crimson Viper make her return. Give us the characters from the past. Give new characters. Give me something. I saw the leak. If that's the confirmation, all I can say is I salute you, Capcom. Do it. It would be the best if that happened. And I heard something about the net code. It has something to do with online connectivity for fighting games that the fans have been asking for a long time. So if I ever play online, as a big if, who knows? I just want a fighting chance. I just want to be decent at a fighting game. But then again, I've been very sour towards online gaming lately because of all the nonsense that's going on. Oh yeah, I will bring up a specific video game later this year. EA and DICE. You know who I'm talking about. You know what game I'm trying to say. I'm keeping a tight lip. And the NBA free agency, have been crazy, man. I mean, the one thing that stands out the most is Rudy Gobert going from Utah Jazz to Minnesota Timberwolves for 5 players and a future draft picks and some cash. I'm like, good grief, that's a lot. Yikes. That makes Minnesota Timberwolves not only a playoff contender, but a possible NBA Finals appearance contender. Not a championship contender. They're not there yet. They're not. I don't know what's going to happen with Utah. I've heard that Donovan Mitchell, well, he didn't say he wants to be traded, but the team are exploring options of wanting to trade. So, yeah. June is in the books. That's volume 191. Volume 192, let me talk a little bit more sports. Then you have Kevin Durant wants out of Brooklyn. And there have been talks about, Brooklyn, asking a lot. That includes Golden State Warriors, Toronto Raptors, Miami Heat. Now Boston Celtics are thrown threw their hat in the ring. I'm like, okay. And so if I'm the Brooklyn Nets, don't trade Kevin Durant. Don't get rid of Kyrie Irving. Find a way to make it work. Do it and get some more pieces. I don't trust Ben Simmons because he can't shoot jump shots. Even though he got a broken jump shot, he's completely fragile upstairs. So, and he's injury prone too. So make it happen, Brooklyn Nets. Make it happen. All right. A little bit of movies. Thor: Love and Thunder came out this past month. What do y'all think about the movie? I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna try to rent it at Redbox later this year if it comes out. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. That trailer, the music, everything. I mean, it nearly broke me in half. I almost shed a couple tears because I had to be reminded not only King T'Challa is gone, the man behind the character, Chadwick Boseman, next month will be 2 years of his passing due to cancer. I just can't believe I almost forgot about that, So, and the movie comes out in, November 11th of this year. I want to go see that movie? I do. Same way with Dragon Ball Superhero, but the case of COVID, monkeypox, it keeps going up. People just wilding out to the point of just shooting people just for the sake of it. It just, I don't know. I have to think about it very hard. And there's been theories of, Eric Killmonger making a comeback or coming back from the dead, or Shuri handling the Black Panther mantle. We'll see what happens. And Yu Hakusho live action show on Netflix supposed to come out next year. Hopefully they don't butcher it. Now, let me get to video games right now. God of War Ragnarok supposed to come out November 9th of this year. I'm glad, but there's been there was a weird story about it where some dude took a picture of his family jewels, whatever, and I don't know what the heck was going on. I heard about this on a podcast. I'm like, you're so worried about you're so worried about a video game to the point where you have to send a picture of your private parts just to ask them the release date? Come on, that's so. And you wonder why I made a mini series. Is gaming still fun? If I ever do a part 8 video, this is going to be one of those things. The gaming community just make others like myself look bad. And you wonder why the video games and the gaming community get put on blast. Anyway, speaking of which, EA trashed single player gamers in their on Twitter. Why they decide to do that? I don't know. They tried to make a joke and they end up fall flat on its face, and every single person on planet Earth, including on the internet, decided to take their turns to roast the hell out of EA. You know what, Electronic Arts? You brought that on yourself. Just stop. Just make more single player story games and less online multiplayer games these days, because every time you find yourself doing online multiplayer games, and that includes live service games, Anthem, it tends to pile of trash, for the lack of a better word. And like I said, you don't want me to get started on your precious game that I'm speak about later this year. And yeah, they announced that Black Panther is coming out, an open world game. I am happy. Hopefully it won't be like Spider-Man Miles Morales was going to be like 6 or 7 hours, but I am worried that it's going to turn into like a 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 hour gameplay. And not to mention, it's EA we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy, I have mixed opinions on them. And oh yeah, I just want a 12 to 26 hour gameplay from Black Panther. That's all I ask. You give me that, make it like a Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order type of vibe. 2 thumbs up. Good. I'm out. Woo! Now, screwed up stories of the month. I'm gonna give you 3. That white man in Tennessee was shot 12 times, killed by the cops, even though he was having a mental health episode, like a breakdown. Why call the cops? Why? It's just, you're asking for trouble. But it's still messed up that he's gone. Still messed up. And it seems like it's happening a lot, especially again with black people. I'll put the article links in the description. And the second messed up is that female officer in Cincinnati, Ohio, went from working in the streets to now working at a desk because she had a little meltdown, couldn't control herself, racist rant, and she had a body camera on. That's your fault. There's nothing more for me to say. And Kyler Murray, oh goodness, man. Oh my God. Here we go. He got himself a 5-year, $230.5 million contract, but there's a clause being put in, called an independent study. That means he has to study at least 4 hours a week or 4 hours a day, something like that, before game time during the season. Otherwise, they will void his contract. Now, let me say this about the Arizona Cardinals. Why didn't you study? Why didn't you do your research on this dude before drafting? If you did you know that he has those little study, issues of that? And you put it in paper. Before they removed it today, I heard, according to ESPN, Arizona Cardinals, what y'all doing? And Kyler Murray, this is your fault, man. You went out there and told that, well, I shouldn't have to study hard and I'm this, that, and the third. You in the National Football League, man. You are a quarterback. You're not playing for a running back or a wide receiver. What is wrong with you? And black quarterbacks have to work 100 times harder than anybody else. Golly, man. First it's Lamar Jackson, then it's Patrick Mahomes, the disrespect, and now it's Kyler Murray. I don't get it. I just don't get it. And with that, I'm out. What's your thoughts? Sorry for making this video stupidly long. Salute. Keep pounding. I will talk about not only the NFC, AFC South, I will talk about the Carolina Panthers and Baker Mayfield. See y'all then.